Welcome back to the Humble Throne, where leadership isn't about being followed, it's about being felt. I'm Todd Robatin, and today we begin season 3. In this season, we're diving a little deeper still, not into louder leadership, but quieter influence, not into control, but connection. Today is episode 11, Mentorship That Matters, and we'll begin with a question. What makes mentorship meaningful? Because teaching, that's easy. But guiding someone without preaching, well, that's an art form. And let's be honest, we've all had mentors who meant well, but missed the mark entirely. They gave advice before they asked any questions. They spoke more than they listened. And they taught from their ego, not their experience. And while their words may have been wise, they didn't always land because mentorship isn't about transferring knowledge, it's about building trust. So here's what humble mentorship sounds like it asks the question, what do you need from me right now? It says, hey, here's what helped me, take what fits for you. And it reminds us, hey, I'm here to walk with you, not ahead of you. You see, it's not a lecture, it's a relationship. And the best mentors know you don't have to be the hero of someone else's story to have an impact. You know, a young leader once told me, my mentor, they changed my life, but not by telling me what to do, but by asking me what I believed. And you see, that question unlocked something. It gave her permission to lead from her own values, not someone else's playbook. That's mentorship that matters. It's not a download of information or rules or regulations, but it's a dialogue of what matters to the individual and how they can activate that in everything that they do. So here's the paradox the more you preach, the less they hear, but the more you listen, the more they learn. Humble mentors, they don't just teach, they model, they reflect, they invite. And that's what makes their influence last for generations. But let's pause here. If you're mentoring someone right now, ask yourself, are you showing up as a guide or a guru? Are you offering wisdom or just imposing it? Are you creating space or are you just filling it? Because the most powerful mentors ask more than they answer. They don't just give directions and orders, they offer mirrors and space. They don't say, follow me because I'm always right. They say, I'm with you and let's do this together. With that, here are today's humble truths. Number one, mentorship is a mirror, not a megaphone. The goal isn't to amplify your voice, but to reflect theirs. Number two, guidance lands best when it's offered, not imposed, because advice without an invitation, well, that's just a bunch of noise. Number three, the most powerful mentors ask more than they answer, because curiosity is the currency of connection. So here's your reflection. Who are you mentoring right now? Think about it for a second. Even if it doesn't feel exactly like a mentor relationship in the official sense, what do they need? Not from your expertise or your clout or some book or course you can sell them, but from your presence, just being available, just being a friend and a guiding force along their journey. And what might shift if you sat back and taught less, but connected more? Take a moment and let that settle in a little bit. Because you see, mentorship, it's not a role. It's not something you list on a resume or on your LinkedIn. It's a relationship that's ongoing and growing, and it's one that thrives in humility. So let's bring this home. If you're mentoring someone right now, or maybe you hope to, here's a simple practice to try this week called the mentee check in. And this one, well, it's a bit of a two-parter, so bear in mind. Part one: before you meet with your mentee, first sit with yourself. Because mentorship isn't just about what you say, it's about who you are when you say it. So take a few moments to recenter yourself first. Remember to breathe, close your eyes, inhale slowly, exhale fully. Let go of the need to just fix and prove or impress, and clear your mind of all your endless to dos, both personally and professionally. And then ask yourself these grounding questions. Am I here to serve or am I here to steer? What assumptions am I bringing into this conversation? And can I truly be fully present without needing to be right? And then visualize your role with your mentee. Picture yourself not as a teacher on a stage or some guru at a conference, but as a companion on a path. You're not leading from the front, you're walking beside. And then set an intention before you go in to talk with your mentee. Choose one word to guide your presence. It could be something as simple as curiosity or patience, trust, or humility. But whatever that word is, let it shape everything in that conversation, from your tone, your pace, your posture, every aspect of your presence. So, part one is centering yourself around those ideals. And then part two, once a week, ask your mentee, what's feeling clear to you right now? Where are you feeling maybe a little stuck? And how can I support you without just solving it for you? And then here's the hard part: just pause and listen. Resist the urge to just fix because you've been through something similar. Resist that and just hold space with your mentee. Because mentorship that matters for a long period of time, for a lifetime and beyond that, it isn't about having all the answers. It's about helping someone hear their own. Next time, we'll do a deep dive into the subtle power of presence, integrity, and paradigm shifting leadership that doesn't need a spotlight to make an impact. But for today, lead with humility, mentor with intention, and remember, teaching without preaching is the highest form of influence. Thanks for joining me again today on the Humble Throne.